Good morning, Rabbi Isai. Illini Nishmat Yochavet Mina. Welcome to all the guests. Shalom Yehuda, the one on the left. He's the Avreich from Cleveland who said that since he started doing the daf, even in Ben Zmanim, he had to admit that typically speaking, you'd learn very stark the whole Zman, but then, Ben Zmanim, there's some holes, some days that go by without Torah. Now, there's not a single day that goes by without Torah. So he goes like this: Rabbi Yisrael Braggs Yeshiva in Wycliffe, Ohio, a stronghold for MDY Cleveland, was surprised when Fischel walked in for Shachar this morning. Attaches a picture we took after Shachar's official with Sally Rosenberg. Who's Sally Rosenberg? The son of Reb Chesky from Brazil. That'd be gewaldig if he came to the Shabbaton. Chesky since brachas, he's a Talmid Chacham with a big beard from Brazil, a mechanech in Brazil. He's a big part of the shir. So the one on the right is Chesky, his son. And Shalom Yehuda. P.S. Kaplan and all those others from Cleveland can email on this gewaldig. Every city has a place where you can be on email or WhatsApp, mdycleveland@gmail.com, to be added to the group. Yeshakayach Kaplan. Where's Kaplan? He's not here anymore. That's it. Maybe he went back. This we saw. This I just want to show again. The Shabbaton sponsors. We have the Lakewood guy all the way in the bottom of the silver. So Yeshakayach. Rabbi say this is not AI. This is real. In London, Dov Harris, the Chaverov, this is like one of those electric stations, Jolt. It's in the middle of a sidewalk. Masechta Sanhedrin is starting Thursday, December 19th. Bring your friends. I asked the other day, and this is a peleploim. I read two emails. They were both written on Thursday, December 5th, 2024. One was written at 3:10. Look at this. Are you ready? 3:10 from Yeshiva Derech Chaim, and this is 3:31, same day, Yeshiva Derech Chaim, and the answer is from Shmuel Kauder. Hello, the fact that the two emails from Yeshiva Derech Chaim Talmidim were sent at around the same time was not planned at all. I joined Yeshiva Derech Chaim right after the Mesivta year, so I do not even know who the other people sent the first. He doesn't even know who they are. Baruch Hashem was Ashgacha Pratis, since because of it, I had the schus of my email being read in shir. Hi Rebelli, short and sweet. I'm 55 years old. It's mamish, this chokes me up every time. 55 years old. I went through the yeshiva system and went through other Daf Yomi shurim. I started at the beginning of Bava Basra with MDY, and this is the first time in my life that I can honestly say that I will be finishing a whole Masechta every daf. This is not stam a Masechta, this is the longest Masechta. This is because I learned that it's not about the daf, it's about the Yomi, and secondly because you make the shir so enjoyable to watch. Thank you for changing my life for the better. P.S. Thank you, Yocheved Mina and Tzvi Spero, for introducing me to the MDY family. Shalom Kagan. Rabbi Isai, here's some of the art that's going around. Make the siyum this Erev Pesach. Pravet siyum dem Erev Pesach. You could, because 3 days before Pesach is when Sanhedrin is going to end, and then everybody can make a siyum in their shul. And a Sephardi boy, a Syrian boy, came over to me this Shabbos. He davened in our minyan here, the 9:30 minyan. And he came over to me after Shachris and davening, and he says that he was planning on going to his family's business at the age of 18. I forgot what they do already. What? Import-export. Hi, Rabbi. It was really nice seeing you this Shabbat. I can't wait to continue doing the daf when I get back to Brooklyn. Oh, he was a real Brooklyner. Regards, Yosef Mazleton. And he said that he was doing the daf in Ateret. He was learning in Ateret Torah, and he was doing the daf, and he decided because he was doing the daf to come to Eretz Yisrael for a year. And now he's in Migdash. That's chashiv. That was my. He says, listen, because of you, I'm in Eretz Yisrael. I was going to go to the family business, but I'm in Eretz Yisrael. Love it. He says that it's interesting. His father is good friends with Joey Levy, and good friends with Murad Nakash. But Joey Levy and Murad Nakash. I mean, we were on the same trip and everything, but they don't really know each other. But the father is like the middleman. Interesting. Koilol of the day, Alen Kahen.
They've been connected through MDY.
Oh, Now they're friends. Alen Kahen, Illini Nishmat of Yocheved Mina bat Avram. The Masechta for the safe and speedy return of all the hostages. Parnassa chodesh. Yosef and Chaya, Illini Nishmat Chaya, Illini Nishmat Zechariah ben Moshe. Illini Nishmat Chaya bas Yosef, Illini Nishmat Zechariah ben Moshe. Parnassa chodesh. Yosef and Chaya, Sara for Parnassa berevach. Parnassa chodesh. Tzvi Spero, here he is. Refuah Shleimah 4. Itamar Efraim ben Chaya Balima. Refuah Shleimah. Parnassa chodesh 4th one. Refuat hanefesh go for Breina Bina bat Miriam baila or bracha bat Breina Bina Netanel Kalev or bracha. Parnassa chodesh for fasting complete Refuah Shleimah for Shmuel Nechemia ben Hinda. Amen. Parnassa chodesh. Everything's backwards today. Illini Nishmat Silya bas Devara, I think. Parnassa chodesh. Illini Nishmat Benyamin Meir ben David ben Zev David Hashem Yimkam Damai. So we have a whole chodesh that somebody put in $2,600. Thank you. The 7th Parnassa chodesh. Parnassa Shavua, Refuah Shleimah for Yosef Chaim Shmuel ben Alen Kahen from his grateful family. Refuah Shleimah. Parnassa Shavua, Alen Kahen, Illini Nishmat, my mother, Yocheved Mina bat Avram. Oh, so there's a special koil of the day. Maybe the yard set is today. I don't know. He did one for the koil and one for the week. Parnassa Shavua has a schus that all medical tests show health and may Hashem make it that it should be so. Amen. Parnassa Yoim, Benyamin Hekmati, Illini Nishmat Yochavet Mina bat Avram, and may your son Alan grow with the daf. Amen. Parnassa Yoim, Shmuel Deutsch for complete recovery for Pnina Sara bas Gittel Mindel. Parnassa Yoim, Sruli Furman, RL 245. So I was talking to Shalom Rand on Erev Shabbos, and he said, you said in Shir that a lot of the Hatzalah guys, they joined, hundreds. I don't remember how many. Mamish, 300, 400, 500 Hatzalah guys joined when David Zlatnik brought a whole case of Gemaras to one of the Siyumim, and they chopped it, and they were so much a part of it. And he said, you should know that there's still a group of about 150 of them that are still doing the daf. I said, really? But I don't hear from them anymore. And here we go. We just spoke about it here. It's really, remember? RL 245, we used to have every day. Farakway this, 129, 202, 190, after. Celebrating my son Yehuda ben Miriam Liba's 19th cancerversary. I hope nobody heard that. Wishing health to 120.
Still not repeating it.
If I said it, it was a ganzi meshuga. It was a slip of the tongue. Shuli Vermin RL 245. Out of the month of Schos for belly and the Hinda staff to continue to make Torah so enjoyable for so many. Art of the day, Shmuel Deutsch for complete recovery for Pnina Sara bas Gittel Mindel, Refuah Shleimah, Rabbi Yisai. Here we go. We have a brand new Mishnah on Daf Kuf Samachei Amud Beis. Kosav boy Zuzin Me'ah. You have an issue. You have one star that has two different amounts in it. First, it says that the guy owes 100. 100 zuz is really 25 sela. Each sela is 4 zuz. So then it says, in the same star, it says, di'inon, which are salin esrin. There's 20. Sloin, silin. So how much is 20 sela times 4? It's 80. It's 80 zuz instead of 100. And on the one hand, it says there's 100 chayv. On the other, it says 80. So what do? Ein loy elo esrim. You only get 80. So here's whoever wants to see. Sela equals 4 zuz. But there is a concept we're going to see in the Gemara today called Yad Balashtar ala Tachtoina. When you have a star, the guy holding the star, if you have a question of what it says, he always loses. The guy holding the star. What about Zuzin Me'ah, Dinon, Tlasin, Silin, Usalin, Sloin? It says 100, which are 30. 30 times 4, 120. Instead of 100, it says 120. So again, Ein Lo Elamana, the guy holding onto the star gets the lower amount. He gets 100 instead of 120. Kesef Zuzin Di'inun. It says Kesef Zuzin. It should have said how much Zuz. It doesn't say. It says something like this. Kesef Zuzin Di'inun. And then if you look closely, it's erased. Ein Pachas Mishtayim. Kesef means 2. Minimum 2. It could have been 5,000, but you get 2. Kesef slain di'inun v'nimchak. Again, here, it's erased. Ein pagzim shtayim, it's 2. Darkoinai, some of the achroinim discuss, why do you need 3 different cases? Darkoinis is gold. Di'inun v'nimchak, ein pagzim shtayim. Great. Chosav boy milamala mana u'milamata mosayim. If on the top part of the shtar, so I don't know if you realize, like a lot of people are spaced out, but in a ksuba, it says you say the whole ksuba, and then there's a repeat of the whole ksuba at the end. So specifically, don't confuse the last final line all the way in the bottom. So where it is, let's say it's the red. The last line on the bottom we said means nothing. It could be empty. It could say Mickey Mouse. It doesn't do anything. But the 2 lines in red, they do a little bit of a synopsis of the entire shtar. So what if there's a contradiction between the black part on top and the red part on the bottom? So I thought about a story. I said, okay, I'll say the story. It's Motzei Shabbos. And then I realized it has nothing to do with the Mishnah at all. So I said, I'm already saying a story that has nothing to do with the Mishnah, I might as well say another story. It's so a story. I'm going to just skip the first story. It's not Negea. Gevaldik story. Just, I have to say, I don't know if this is halachically correct. I don't know if the guy was in the right. I have no idea. I just thought it's a cool story. It's brought down in a sefer called Brikas David. He says this guy David, maybe he's himself, he was on a flight. I connected to it because he was in Chicago. He's on a flight in Chicago, Erev Shabbos. Now he knows he's not supposed to be flying on Erev Shabbos. It's a problem, but he makes this whole calculation. He could get to New York, no problem. How long does it take already? It's an 1.5-hour flight. Talking about a jet. What could go wrong? See, he goes to the airport. Of course, the flight is delayed by 40 minutes. He looks, not a problem. He's going to get home before Shabbos. So he gets on the plane. Plane taxis towards the runway and then stops. He starts getting nervous. An hour later, captain gets on, basically explains to everybody that the president of the United States is landing. They don't know exactly when. Everything's held up. They gotta stay. So he tells yes, could we get off? No, you're not getting off. You just wait patiently. People are going up and down the aisle. He starts making cheshbonos. So I'm going to land now in LaGuardia after Shkia, and now what? What do I do? Like, he comes up with a murdic idea. Now, again, I don't know if this is halachically correct. Oh, so the stewardess comes. What's the matter? He goes, I don't know. The whole area is tightening up. So she runs. She gets in the things. There's a doctor in the house. Gets to this lady, comes flying over, takes out her stethoscope, checks. She goes, "Sir, you're having a heart attack." Now he's like, "Yeah." Now he's thinking to himself, he caused himself a heart attack. Like, could you induce a heart attack? He's free. He doesn't know what to do. She says, we got to get this guy off the plane immediately. So they bring the plane back, and they bring on a wheelchair, and they wheel him out. And she's pushing, and then the whole thing, they're coming out. And they're like 10 feet away from the door. The guy says, I'm feeling great. He jumps out of the wheelchair, and he runs to the door. A year later, he hears there's some woman speaking. She goes, you're not going to believe this. I'm on a plane Erev Shabbos. And I don't know what to do. And all of a sudden, this frum-looking guy, he says he has a heart attack. So I pull out my stethoscope. Hey, you're having a heart attack. And we both run off the plane, and we were saved for Shabbos. Now, this has everything to do with the Mishnah. If you don't understand right away, you're going to have to think about it. Hey, listen, it was a geshmak. I don't usually have time to read these mices, but a guy in the shir, he's in the Hebrew shir, Eliyahu Shalom, you know, the guy with the comics? It's unbelievable. He buys soda every time this chand, whatever, he buys soda, but he puts it in the fridge the day before. And he how can I make this shir better? He wrote me out a whole thing. And he gave me these books. I said, listen, he gave me books. I'm going to have to start reading them. And the author happens to be a guy that I went to yeshiva with when I was 10 years old in Tifrach. Kitzer, Shai Horowitz. Fine. Anyway, so Gishmak Mais. Yeah. Osha Ken Osha. Too good to be true. Huh? Yeah. So you have a contradiction in the amounts, the top one and the bottom one. So it goes by the bottom amount. Whatever it says in the red. Whatever it says in red, not in black. Okay, so what I need all the wording on the top, it's just a waste. Put the red stuff and that's it. Let's say one letter by mistake is missing. We could one letter, yes. Two letters, not. The Gemara is going to talk about this. If one letter is missing from a word, from a name, let's say, it doesn't say it's missing a vav from Elio, you look up, oh, it says Elio, boom, you put it down there. Great. Torah Abana, Kesef, Omar Kesef. So let's do this together because otherwise it's like Kesef. If it says in the shtar the word Kesef, Kesef means silver, doesn't mean money. So what's silver? Ein pacha is mediner kesef. Then you're talking about a silver dollar, a silver coin, whatever it was in the time of the Gemara. He said kesef. It doesn't say how much, what. So it's talking about a silver dinar. What about kesef dinarin? It's very simple. Kesef dinarim is plural, so it's two. The dinar and kesef, same thing. Ein pacha is mishnei dinars. Now we're talking about 2 coins. Oh, now this is interesting. Kesef bidinarim, silver in a coin. What does in mean? Silver coins. What's silver in a coin? What could it possibly mean? So as the Gemara is going to explain, it really is supposed to say bidinrei, not bidinarim. And basically it means silver in the value of golden coins. Kesef bi, silver in the golden coins. Yeah? It's a little complicated. Kesef, silver, inside a coin. It's not inside a silver coin because then it's not inside a coin. It's a coin. It is a coin. So what does inside a coin mean? It means it's silver, the value of 2 golden coins. So if I told you the opposite, mamish the opposite, if I said, Zahav big dinarim, gold in a coin, would mean the exact opposite. It would mean gold in the value of 2 silver coins. So that's what it's going to say over here. Kesef bidinarim, silver inside 2 coins, ein pachos mibishnei dinarim. It must be dahav, 2 golden coins, kesef. Yeah, it's super complicated. It's 2 golden coins, but silver the value of those 2 golden coins.
So it's 2 silver coins that are the value.
No. 2 golden coins. How much do 2 golden coins cost? $100,000? Give him silver that's worth $100,000.
It's like I'm going to give you $10 in shekels.
No, it's like 269 rubles in Italian. Why are you confusing me? I'm confused enough as is. Omar Mar. If Elvis is already speaking, he sent me a nice joke. Basically, he's telling me what a great memory I have. He said, it's like a meme. He's like, your memory is so bad that if you planned your own surprise party, you'd probably be surprised when you arrive there. That's pretty much me. Thank you, Elvis. Huh? In the English or the Hebrew? But I forgot that I said it. Not even a joke. I know I said it, but I thought I said it to the Hebrew guys. Wow. And nobody, but you guys all, nobody, a bunch of such mechaved me. They don't want to be embarrassed. Hello, he said it how many hours? Like 8 hours ago. What? He's okay. Him, no, there's people that have to. Oh, Mamar. Where are we? Oh, here we go. All right, so what did we just learn? Kesef. The guy says silver. In Pakistan, dinar kesef, you have to give him a silver coin that's made out of silver. Ve'ema nascha. And maybe it means just silver. So I said this over to the Israelis. They never heard this one. So I'll say it to the Americans, even though you all know this. By my bar mitzvah, I got a total, I think, of $200 from Lev Levayev, who was my next door neighbor on the 3rd floor in Ramat al-Hanan, Rechav Zonenfeld 14, on the 3rd floor. He's literally door to door. He gave me $100. The other $100 was a combination of 100 other Bnei Brakis who gave me $1 each or whatever it was. I got $200. When I'm done with this, my father, who is a super grunik, and Chazinishnik, which is the same thing. Chazanish is gra, he's a big grunik, the Chazanish. So my father says, listen, it could be the reason why, he said in nice words, he didn't call me Meshuggah, he said the reason why you're so super wild, it's possible that I didn't do a good pidyon ben on you. I suggest that you take your own money, not that you have your own money, go redeem yourself from a real Kayan. So I look around for the real Kayan, and I found out there's a guy, Rappaport, on Ruchav Ezra over there in the corner. He is a super Kayan. So I go to his house, he says, no, go get silver. So I go to the store, I knock on the silver guy, I said, I need silver. So he gives me these naschas, like little tiny marbles made out of silver. He says, this is what you need. Most of my bar mitzvah money goes into this bag, and I go knock on the guy's door, and I'll never forget. He doesn't invite me inside. He goes like this. He grabs from like right next to the door. He already has the nusach ready. This is something that happens every 25 minutes in Bnei Brak. Say this. I say it, whatever. He grabs my money, slams the door in my face, and ever since then I've been very normal. So this is nascha. Ask the Gemara, who told you that we're talking about a coin? You understand? If I'm slightly normal, it's mamish nisim and it flies. Kesef dinarim. Please do not tell my father this ma'ase. Then he's going to say that. I wasn't, whatever. Okay. I'm super mechaber him. It's just, you have to be machmer in certain things. We have great stories from those Bnei Brak days when I went to do chickens with him. We're not going to go into it. Kesef dinar. So, Amar Mar. Who told you that it's a silver coin? Maybe it's like little pieces of silver, which are worth less than a dinar. In the star, it says the word coin, so it can't be pieces. Let's go less than a dinar of, maybe it's prutos. Prutos are nothing. Shava pruta, it's the whole, every time we're talking the Gemara, it means nothing. Amar Papa, maybe today like a penny. I don't know, today actually a prut is like less than 25 cents. It's nothing. A half a shekel. Amar Papa. They don't have this in this place. So now we do the same thing over in gold. Dahav, if it says in the star, I give you gold, so you have to give him one coin, a golden coin. Today, even in America, they minted these golden coins. I don't know how much they're worth. 10,000, 100,000, who knows what they're worth? $1. A golden dollar. How much is a golden dollar worth today? $10,000, $20,000? Who knows how much it's worth? Huh? One golden coin, $3,000, though? Okay, not too much. Costco golden coin. The half dinarim. Now, it's the same thing that we learned before. Boys, let's do this together. The half dinarim, he says golden dinarim. Since it's plural, the dinar and the half, ein pachos mishnei dinarim must be 2 golden coins. The half bidinarim. Oh, but if it's gold, inside coins, gold, inside coins. Judah, what is it? Ein pachos mibishnei dinarim kesef. It's kesef, it's 2 silver coins, the half. So you have to give him gold in the value of 2 silver coins. Dinarim kesef. We're talking about silver coins, dahav, out of gold. Omar dahav, in Pakistan dinner dahav. If he says gold, it means it shouldn't be less than 1 golden coin. Amen ask. Maybe it's talking about pieces of gold. Omar because it says a coin. It's chazara from what we said on silver. Maybe it's talking about prutus, the smallest golden coin. Nobody ever and anywhere, says the Rishbam, makes such a thing. If he said gold inside silver coins, in it should be 2 silver coins. Zav you should pay him with gold in the value of 2 silver coins. Maybe you don't give him silver coins. Maybe you should give him pieces of gold in 2 golden coins. If you have an option to give the guy 2 silver coins and 2 golden coins, you give him silver coins. So what's the obvious question? If you have the coins, what he meant, might be silver, might be gold, so give him something that's worth much, much less. Why? Because of the idea of Yad Balashtar al Tachtoina. Oh, that's the Gemara. So that you skip these words here, but you say Ihachi Reishanami. But what about the first case that we said he gave him 2 coins, and over there was 2 golden coins? It was silver. The value you pay him in silver, but whatever 2 golden coins are valued at, and he said $3,000 a coin, so $6,000 worth of silver. Why don't you just say 2 silver coins? Silver coins are, how much do silver coins cost? I don't know, but every time you do opinion event today, you use silver coins. Can't be that much. $20, $30, whatever it is. Says the Gemara, I'll tell you why. Rabashi Reish d'chsiv dinarei, not dirin. So we have to change it a little bit. Save d'chsiv dinarin here. No, yeah, I skipped because it's in parentheses. You're supposed to take that out. So it goes like this. When it says the word dinare, is different than when it says dinarin. Dinare means gold. Dinarin means silver. Very simple. So in the ratio, when it says dinare, so you have to give him the value of 2 golden coins. The sefer that says dinarin, you give him the value of 2 silver coins. Oh, and that's it. That's the end of this confusing Lashonis. And now we go into Geshmak Sugya. Ubanatimra the Shani ben Dinarin the Dinarin. Who told you that in Lashon Kodesh or Aramaic there's a difference between dinare and dinarin? And it's a huge difference. One is gold, one is silver. It's a, I don't know what the difference in value today, but it must be 50 times. How much?
9 times.
9, 10 times more. It's 10%. 10%. Okay. Huh? $31 versus $300.
Versus $2,600.
26. So it's
9 times.
okay. 9 times. Shkoya. We got guys. They're holding. The oil is holding 9 times. Well, you just bought something recently?
No.
You just know. Okay. By the way, how much is wheat these days? Soy, oil. How much is a barrel? You don't know. That you don't know. Okay. I'm just curious. I mean, once you know the stuff, maybe who knows? Bitcoin. How much is Bitcoin? Oh, so Ellis pointed out something really good. At a certain point, the guy wrote an email and he said that if Bitcoin reaches $100,000, he's going to give us just 1,000, 1%. No, he's going to give us 10%. And Lamai said Bitcoin hit 100,000. So Elvis comes to me. Did the guy pay up? So wherever you are, you're watching. It hit 100,000.
He also owes 1,000 for that I bought in Bitcoin.
He owes you 1,000. What's shaykh is?
He owes you 1,000. He said if Elvis buys it, he's going to give MDY 1,000.
And what did he say then? And if it goes up to 100,000, he's going to give also? Do something? That's it? 1,000. No. I thought 100,000 went up to 100,000. The guy could afford a little bit more. Rabbi Sher, how many people do you bring to the share? From your status? Just status?
Last week, 2 people.
2 people from status. So now you come here to the share, you learn 1 hour of Gemara. It's really 3 hours of Gemara. Hopefully those guys are learning. You got to be on top of them though. Remind them. Do a chavrusa shop with them. That don't bug them. But every day, thumbs up. Just 1 thumbs up. No, serious. 2 guys from a status. 2 guys, and all you guys are looking. Yeah, that's great. He did great. I'm not going to put on my status. He did great. Put on your status. What?
When you return a loan, you can pay whatever you want. There's also you can ask you specifically with gold or
No. In the shtar it says a lashon. How much I owe you? How much I don't know. If I cared, I might owe you 10% of what you think I owe you. You say it's $2,600. It might be $300 to $30. I don't know what. Says the Gemara. Oh, this is Givaldik. We know that a woman who gives birth, after her Yemei Tahara, whether it's a boy, girl, 40 days, 80 days, whatever it is, goes to the mikvah, has to bring a carbon the next day. Before she brings a carbon, she's called a mechusar kippurim. She's missing a kapara. She has to bring a carbon. So let's say she's poor, so she brings 2 birds. If she's wealthier, she brings a carbon, but she brings 2 birds, let's say, a chatas and a oila. Before she brings this chatas oila, she cannot eat zvachim. So this woman Nebuch, she had a bunch of miscarriages, and she wasn't sure on any of them whether or not these are considered what the Gemara, Mesechus Nida will talk a lot about this. Is it a vlad? Is there even a baby here? What is this? Sometimes a woman can give birth to a shoe, a fish, I don't know, like something that looks like that. It's not a real vlad. So the question is, not a real shoe, something that looks like, not a Nike, okay? It looks just a flat piece of something, and nothing garnished. It's not a vlad. So, you're a doctor. Chill out. So
Only worse than that is the Masechta.
You're not invited for that Masechta. Next. So she had a suffix, 5 sfeikas. Now, when you have a suffix, when it comes to a carbon, you're in big trouble. You don't bring a chatas on a suffix. But in this case, she had a serious suffix. We'll allow her to bring the chatas. What do you do with the suffix? What do you do with it? You need to bury it. Now, chas v'shalom, to do the same thing 5 times. Why would you bury five karbanas? It's enough that you have 1 suffix. We'll allow that. You bury 1, but not 5. So 1 carbon will take care of all 5. Suffix chamesh zivos. So real quickly, we're not in that Masechta, but it's good to know once in a while. A woman has an 18-day cycle, midaraisa. And midaraisa, a woman, if she sees dam, she's only tamei for 7 days, and that's it. And then after the 7th day, starts another 11 days, starts counting 11 days. If during those 11 days, she has 3 consecutive days, let's say, for example, 4, 5, and 6, she sees dam then. If it's 2 days, then she's a zavak tana. But if she sees 3 days in a row, she becomes a zavak gdoila, which requires a carbon. It's expensive stuff. She has to bring a carbon. This woman is so confused. She has no idea where she is in the calendar. She doesn't know, am I in Nida days or Ziva days? I don't know. Do I have to bring a carbon or not bring a carbon? Today, because of all this confusion, Chacham said, it's one big thing. Everybody, Ziva, Nida, there's no difference. We don't differentiate now. We're machmer like anything. So, but this woman, she needs to know, am I bringing a carbon or not? And this happened 5 months in a row. So now she piles up all these suffix karbanas. It's the same thing. Let's just call it a Yoledis for now. I'll just explain what suffix, here, if you want to see, this is just the halachas, bekitzer, 1 or 2 times is a zavaktana, so then she's tummy for 1 day. If she sees 3 days in a row, then she becomes a zavak daila. She has to wait 7 clean days. Tvila, she brings karbanas. By a man, it's different, it's similar. 1 time is like a balkari, 2 times is a zav, 3 times has to bring a carbon. Okay, it's different, but it's very similar. So, by a man, it's not even zav, it's not dam, it's something else, it's a disease. Fine. Zog the Gemara. So what do? Mevia carbon echad v'yicheles bezvachim. She brings 1 carbon, and then the next day she's already got her kapara. She could eat zvachim. Vein ashar aleh chayva, and she doesn't have to bring 4 more karbanas. What if hayu aleh chamesh leidos vadois? She had 4 definite births. 5. Chamesh zivos vadois, or 5 definite zivas. In other words, she has to bring 5. She owes 5 karbanas. Mevia carbon echad v'yicheles bezvachim. She brings 1, and she could start eating zvachim. But v'ashar aleh chayva, she must bring the rest of the karbanas. She can't be yaitza with 1. She owes another 4 to the Beis Hamikdash. In terms of eating, she could eat right now. Says the Gemara story. Ma'isa v'amdu kinim b'Yerushalayim b'dinar zav. 2 birds cost in Yerushalayim. The price went up. People were taking advantage. There was a lot of people giving birth, and there was a demand for birds. So a pair of birds, kinim, a pair of birds cost a dinrei zav, tremendous amount of money. 2 golden coins. Omer Reb Shimon Gamliel, Hamoyin Azeh, got up. Reb Shimon Gamliel gets up. He says, this Beis Hamikdash, he's standing in the Beis Hamikdash, Rabbi Yosef, in the Beis Hamikdash. Hamoyin Azeh, it's like a shvuah. Im olin halayla, if I will sleep tonight at sheyub dinar rin. Now it is dinar rei. I needed to go down to dinar rin. So what do you see? There's a huge nafkamina between dinar rei and dinar rin. 1 is gold, 1 is silver. Otherwise, why would we say? It's already at dinar rei. I swear I'm not going to go to sleep until it goes to dinar rin. It is at dinar rin. No. Dinar rin is silver, dinar rei is gold. Nichnas lebezdin, believe he went into the bezdin and he said a halacha. You could change halachas in extreme situations like this. If a woman actually physically had 5 children, good children, viable children, and she owes 5 karbanas, she just didn't have the money to bring the carbon. So she was a zavad 5 times. Before you turn the page, take a look. If you could see it in the Likutei Rashi, if you have Likutei Rashi, So Rashi in B'chayres, it's the last line in the Kutei Rashi. He says, Afal pishi hikil al dibri Torah. He made a kula in Torah. Eis lasois lashem heiferu terasecha. I could break, as a Tana, I could break a halacha so that the halacha doesn't fly out the window completely. Women can't afford 2 golden coins to bring a carbon when she just gave birth. She has to make a bris, a shalom zachar, who knows? Another 2 golden coins. They won't bring anything. You know what? Better to do 1 than to do 0. That's what I say also. Better to learn a little bit with some jokes in the middle, some emails, than not to learn at all. I'm not a Tanis, I can't pass in that. That was just my... V'amdu says the Gemara, V'amdu kinin boy bayoim b'rivosayim. A pair of birds was a quarter of a dinar, of a silver dinar. It was a quarter of what he wanted. He wanted it to go down to, no, even more. He wanted 2 silver coins, maybe it's an 8. The bottom line is it went to 1% of what it was before. 1% of what it was before. Rabbi, so we have a little bit of a... No, first I have to do this. We'll do sponsor. Oh, so yeah. So you know what? Before I forget to say, this is a Mishnah Berurah about this. What happens when the goyim they up the price of the fish? They see all the Jews coming to buy fish on Friday. They say, you know what? A pound of fish is $100. What do you do? So there's a whole thing. What they do, you do a what do they call it? They cancel. No, when the BDS, exactly, BDS, you boycott. Are you allowed to boycott? It's a chiyuv to eat fish on Shabbos. So for Hasidim, it's a very difficult thing, but when the price can come and say, 2 months we don't buy, until they drop the price. And there's a whole shiloh, what if you have fish at home? What if you're very wealthy? Awesome. Once Chacham, they were sack and don't eat, it's a whole thing. What do? Could you send a guy to buy and they won't know? They said there's shliach for a guy, l'chumrah, and you gotta be makbid. It's a whole sugya. Ayin Sham. Let me just show you this for a second. Here we go.
Hello. How much for a pair?
$300.
What? $300? This is a highway robbery.
Well, I was a robber until I found out I made more money selling pigeons.
Breaking news. Following the increase in pigeon prices for Kurban, Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel entered the temple and swore to lower the prices of pigeons. He determined that whoever owes multiple sacrifices is sufficient to bring only 1 pair.
This isn't funny at all. Mendy, Nachman, why is everybody laughing?
That was actually funny. See, that was funny. That was actually funny.
Finally, we got him to laugh. We'll just stop now on a high note.
Okay.
No, because we said, listen, there's nothing funny. What can you do? Oh, let's stick that in.
It only works one time.
Right. We're gonna have to be funny next time. Innovations LLC, huh? What happened with Lev Simcha?
The Spadik people were raising the price.
Yeah.
So Lev Simcha said, if you're going to raise the price, I'm going to be the first to take off my Spadik, he said. Prices went down. That was it. He said, I'm going to come to shul next week with a hat.
What? He doesn't wear.
Spadik's prices are low.
Spadiks are cheaper than Shramels.
Way cheaper.
But it's made out of different material, that's why also.
They were raising the prices. He said, if you do that, I'm going to come to shul.
I once dated a girl and she said, what's a spundik? What's a spundik? I'm serious.
That was it.
Like, no, I married her then. In honor of my uncle, Refuat Pressman, official. I'm not joking. Innovations LLC. In honor of my uncle, Refuat Pressman, official, it should be a schus for Akiva Simcha Ben Fega, a shidduch for Rivka Yehudis Bas Yafa Chaya. A huge thank you to Rebbe Stefansky, plus all the brachas. It's okay if you don't know what a spundik is. Yidani Feiner and Rob Ernst of Elite Israel. Where is that guy? Oh, here he is. You decided to show up to shir. You haven't been here 2 days. I was looking for you. Welcoming all the new Olim, proudly standing with you on your journey into finishing Shas together. You and Rabbi Einhorn in front of you. You got to just be makabel like that guy. Who was it that just said? Oh, him. He gives the money, the ma'aser to MDY. Ma'aser to MDY, Donnie. I don't see the big, start buying houses from him. Oh, Come on, he makes more commission than this over the year. We're not counting. Okay, Givaldi. Sorry for putting her on the spot. It was a joke. Not really. Zog the Gemara. What happened? There it goes. Kosav Milamala. Gogeric. Ogeric.
It's Ogoric.
Agoric.
Ogoric.
Ogoric. The new factory opens up, Beis Hashem, all Meiser to MDY. Kosav Milamala. So we had in the mission like this. If you have a discrepancy between the top and the bottom, one says 100, one says 200, we always go with the bottom. So then why do we have a top part? In case it's a mistake. We already discussed this. In case there's a mistake, I don't know, my hand is stuck here. In case there's a mistake on the bottom, it's missing a letter or something, you go to the top as a reference. Tonu Rabbana. Yilman atachtu min ha'elyon bois achas. Only one letter if there's a problem. Not if there's a two-letter problem. Kegoin, Chanan mechanoni. If it says Chanoni on top, that's 4 letters, and Chanan on the bottom, 3, that's okay. V'anan me'anoni. But if it's 2 letters instead of 4 letters, it says Chanoni on top, and it says Chain on the bottom, then it's not okay. You cannot learn 2 letters from the top. You can't grab, it just says Chain, the server is trying to save some money, and he put the word Chain. A guy walks into Reb Chaim Kanievsky, he says he needs a bracha for his wife. What's your wife's name? She says Chain. Says Reb Chaim Kanievsky, Chain is a man's name. I'll tell you, because in Gemara Bava Basra, Daf Kuf Samach Vav and Beis, in the Rishbam, he says, what's the short of Chanani? Chain. And we're talking about a man's name. So you see Chain is a man's name, you got to switch your wife's name immediately. So he said, to what? So he says, Chana. He says, I got a problem. My mother-in-law's name is Chana. So he says, okay, Chanukah. What's the problem? Ma'aseh Shaya. Says the Gemara, why are you saying you cannot learn 2 letters from the top? Maybe I'll have a name like this. Chanoni, it's 4. You don't want to learn half of a name from the top and bring it to the bottom. Yeah, it says Chain on the bottom, it says Chanoni on the top. You say, oh, this is not a puzzle of get, it's really Chanoni. No, can't learn half a name. Says the Gemara, one letter could also be half a name. There's a bunch of half a names. God, Don, Noach, whatever it is. If you understand it, great. Not. I'm sure Mendy will understand this. A guy, a Ger Chassid, tells his wife, let's name this kid shortest name possible. What do you say? She says, okay. I say Noach. Noach. He says, no. I'm talking about really short, like Chaya. He chopped it. Okay. No, because every guy calls it Shemaya, but the way they say it so fast. It's Shemaya. Shemaya is faster than Noach. Noach, come here. Shemaya. Shemaya is it's quicker. Anyway, not bad, no? But not everybody understood. I just said it for you. Oh, so Yocheved says, how could you learn one letter from the top part to the bottom part? Maybe if you say a blanket statement, you could always learn one letter. But one letter sometimes is a half a name. You just said half a name is no good. You can't learn half a name from the top. Why can't you learn 2 letters from the top part of the star? Maybe I'll have a 3-letter name. There's many of those, like Levi. 2 is the roiv, not half. A half is not a problem. To learn half a name is not a problem. The problem is to learn a roiv, 2/3. So that's the problem. Omer Papa. Shitali seifel milamalo v'kefel milamato. If it says the word seifel, now seifel, I got to use this once in a while. Since I got this from Akiva Salkowitz, when he used to do the daf with us, he's a Hatzalah guy, and he was loving it. It's changing my life. You know the whole thing. They were very nispal then back then. Megillah Tainus, what? Diamond leasing. Oh, we'll try to. Why not? One of the nicest gifts I ever received. This is an expensive piece. I think it's more than $1,000 or whatever. So this is a sefel. A sefel. Now, you could. It says 2 words in the star. Kefel, sefel. Which one is it? Sefel means over $1,000. Kefel can mean, a pair of socks, something that you fold, I don't know, a shirt. It's garnished. $10 or $1,000. Which one is it? So pshitali sefel milamala v'kefel milamata. If the top part says sefel, we go like the bottom one. V'kefel milamata. He said, when it comes 200 and 100, you say it's 100 because the bottom is 100. Boy, Rav Papa, very interesting. Kefel milamala v'sefel milamata mai. If it's the reverse, it says kefel on top and sefel on the bottom. Michai shinon lizvuv oiloi. I couldn't control myself. Yoshi is out on vacation. I said, Yoshi, Kobe's doing a phenomenal job, but he doesn't have the experience like you. I need you to do a seifel kefel with the zvuv. So, without saying a word, no problem. This is what he did. I'll show you real quickly. Here it says kefel. If the ink is wet, maybe a fly came and messed it up with his feet, and now it looks like a samach. On top it says kefel. It's nice and dry. Perhaps on the bottom, why should I give the guy $1,000 gift? It was really kefel. Look, it says on top kefel. Elamai, it looks like a samach, but maybe. Now, there are those, by the way, I want to prove from here that in those days, a kuf was actually a ches, and the right leg went down longer. Almost like we do like a chafsel fit, like it's a ches, but a long, because if it's like a kuf, like we do today, like a reish and a long line, how did the bug make a complete circle? He tied up the right side and the top of the left. It's something he does. That's what they want to prove here. Anyway, so he says tekel. I don't know. She says the Rashbam real quickly. I just want to say this Yisod, and it's a Yisod for all of Shas. He says, we have a tekel here. I don't know. Did he mean a cup, a silver cup, or whatever, or a piece of clothing? So what do you do? The Bezdin has a suffix. I don't know what to do. You can't take it out of the guy that's holding onto the cup. So he says, the famous case, let's just show you again. This is a classic moment of Amud. You have a bull who gores a cow, and then you find a dead baby. Now you don't know if the baby was dead before it was gored or because of the goring. So this is a shaila in effect. We don't know what the story is, and we'll never know what the story is. That's basically a drawer de mamoina. There's an actual shaila. What happened there? So now we say yachloiku. When you have a drawer de mamoina, a moment, a multiple suffix. Nobody knows. Bezdin doesn't know. You don't know. The owner doesn't know. Nobody knows. So you do yachloiku. But over here, it's a shaila and Allah. Bezdin doesn't know how to paskin. Doesn't know how to paskin. Then we say, let's just finish up for a second. 601 zuz. What does 600 mean? You mean $600? $600,000? Like what's 600? And a zuz. Does it mean 600 sela and a zuz? Because each sela is 4 zuz. So you're talking about 2,400 zuzim. Maybe it's 600 prutais, which is nothing. Omerlei, dal prite. Don't even talk about a pruta. There's no way in the world it can mean a pruta. Why? It's not something you write in a shtar, because take a look at this real quickly. One zuz is 192 prutas. 192 prutas. So if I wanted to tell you 600 prutas, what would I tell you? I'll basically say 3 zuz. Yeah, I'll say 3 zuz plus 24. I wouldn't start counting. I wouldn't say 576 zuz. That's not how we talk. It's like you got to go with the large. I don't say 300 pennies. Give me 300 pennies. I say $3. And each dollar is 100. Give me 305. $3.05. So forget about it. It's not prutas. It's impossible. Prutas is like pennies. Nobody talks like that. No, people count them. They round it up, the 192, and they make it into 1 zuz. So I would say 6 plus 21. 6 plus 25, let's say. Right? Because 26 is 576 plus 24 zuz is 600. And a zuz. I don't talk like that. My amr shisumeya istre. You want me to say istre? No. Bezuzah? No. Yad bal shtar. Excuse me. We always say that the guy holding the shtar, he gets the least, so he's going to get, instead of 600 istre, he's going to get 600 zuz. Rabbi Sai, have a wonderful day.